Have you ever been betrayed, hurt, or deeply disrespected? That crushing feeling when someone you trusted turns against you? Your first instinct might be to get even, to make them feel what you felt. But what if I told you that the best revenge isn't anger, isn't confrontation, but something far more powerful? The ancient Stoics discovered an answer, one that leaves those who wronged you powerless while elevating you beyond their reach. I'm going to share a perspective on revenge that might completely change how you see conflict, betrayal, and moving forward. This isn't about being passive or letting people walk over you. This is about something much more strategic, much more powerful. Revenge is often seen as payback, a way to balance the scales, to make someone hurt the way they hurt you. We've all felt that urge. But here's what the Stoics understood. Traditional revenge keeps you chained to the person who hurt you. Every thought about getting back at them is another moment they control your mind, your emotions, your energy. According to Stoic philosophy, true power doesn't come from retaliation. It comes from mastering yourself. Instead of wasting precious energy on those who wronged you, imagine transforming that pain into unstoppable personal growth. That's not just revenge, that's transcendence. Let me walk you through the ultimate Stoic approach to handling betrayal and hurt. Principle 1. Indifference is the ultimate power. When someone hurts you, they expect a reaction. They might even be waiting for it. Your anger, your tears, your desperate attempts to understand why. Here's the truth. They feed off your pain. The moment you stop giving them power over your emotions, they lose. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote something profound in his private journal. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Think about that. Don't become like the person who hurt you. Don't let their actions corrupt your character. Detachment isn't cold, it's strategic. It means you refuse to let their actions define your reactions. Move forward deliberately. Let them drown in their own bitterness while you rise above it. Your indifference becomes a mirror that reflects their own emptiness back at them. When you truly don't care anymore, when their name doesn't make your heart race or your stomach drop, that's when you've reclaimed your power. Principle 2. Success is the greatest silence. The Stoics believe that true revenge is simply living well. This isn't about showing off or proving anything to anyone. It's about the natural consequence of focusing on your own growth instead of someone else's downfall. Imagine this. The person who doubted you, who betrayed you, who said you'd never amount to anything. Imagine them watching from the sidelines as you succeed, grow, and thrive without them. They expected your collapse. They anticipated your failure. Instead, you rise higher. There's no speech, no confrontation, no dramatic moment. Just the undeniable reality of your progress. Your success doesn't need to be announced or justified. It speaks for itself. Show them through your actions that they were never an obstacle, just a temporary lesson on your journey. When you build a life so compelling, so fulfilling, that their opinion becomes irrelevant, that's the sweetest victory of all. Principle 3. Control what you can, ignore what you can't. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the greatest Stoic teachers, taught a fundamental truth. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You can't control what people do. You can't control their lies, their betrayals, their cruelty. But you have absolute control over one thing, how you respond. Every moment you spend dwelling on past hurt, replaying the betrayal, imagining what you should have said or done, that's giving them free space in your mind. Take that power back. Redirect your focus toward improving yourself. Ask yourself, what can I actually control right now? Your habits, your goals, your daily choices, your attitude. Pour your energy into those things. The person who wronged you doesn't deserve another second of your mental energy. They had their moment. Don't give them any more. Principle 4. Master your emotions, master your life. Anger chains you to the past. It keeps you locked in the moment of betrayal, replaying it endlessly. But self-control? That's freedom. The Stoics trained themselves rigorously to remain unshaken by external events. They understood that emotional mastery isn't about suppressing feelings, it's about not being controlled by them. Feel the anger, Acknowledge the hurt. Then consciously choose not to let it dictate your actions. Picture yourself completely unshaken, calm, unaffected by the chaos around you. When someone tries to provoke you and you remain serene, your silence becomes louder than any words. The less you react, the stronger you become. This kind of emotional mastery isn't easy. It takes practice. But every time you choose composure over chaos, you're building an unshakable foundation that no one can disturb. Principle 5. Live so well they become irrelevant. This is the ultimate expression of Stoic revenge. Building a life so fulfilling, so purposeful, so rich with meaning that the person who hurt you becomes a distant, fading memory. They expected you to crumble, to be broken, to remain stuck in the pain they caused. Instead, you thrive. You grow. You discover strengths you never knew you had. You build relationships that actually matter. You pursue goals that light you up inside. That's the Stoic way. You don't just move on, you evolve. You become someone completely different, someone stronger, someone they can no longer touch. When they're relegated to a footnote in your story, barely worth mentioning, that's when you know you've truly won. Final thought. Your peace is their defeat. At the end of the day, the best revenge isn't about them. It's about you. The more at peace you are, the less their actions matter. When you reach that place of genuine inner calm, where you can think about what happened without anger, without pain, without that desperate need for validation, that's when you've truly won. Your peace becomes their defeat. Not because you've punished them, but because you've liberated yourself. You're no longer bound by what they did. You're free. The Stoics teach us that we always have a choice. We can be prisoners of our circumstances, or we can be architects of our response. Choose wisdom over reaction. Choose growth over vengeance. Choose freedom over chains. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted revenge? What did you do instead? How did you handle that pain? Drop a comment below and share your story. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. If you found this perspective helpful, consider subscribing for more insights on applying ancient wisdom to modern challenges.